Warning, Caffeinated Conquest features adult nerds using adult language. Seriously, don't say we didn't warn you.
You've got a lot to live up to, being the son of a silent movie actor, as well as a hero of the stage. Unfortunately, your own path hasn't gone so well. But hopefully you can turn that around today. You're at an audition for a brand new play that's soon to light up the Parisian skyline. Mon Dieu. And after standing in line all day with thousands of hopefuls, it is finally your turn to step on the stage. And you can see out in the empty auditorium, the director just looking very weary with his little clipboard and his little pen, and he sort of half looks up at you and says, "Quel est votre nom?"
Are you ready now? Because I've been ready my entire life. I'm just waiting to give you the best performance you've seen all day, sir.
Your name. What is your name?
Friedrich. Friedrich, Shrek? She-Wreck? Can't remember my last name.
Alright, and what will you perform for me?
Fellatio.
Hey, JoJo boy.
That was the voice where that Xavier couldn't stand
I think I will do a monologue from Macbeth.
Wow, me.
I don't actually know a monologue from Macbeth.
Make one up.
So can I roll?
Well, you're gonna roll, but you're gonna make one up for me.
I have to make one up. Making up a monologue.
A reading from Macbeth. Read, please. Go ahead.
To be or not to be. That is more than the question. That is the entire existence of what we deal with. I will roll now and pretend I am going to keep monologuing. You didn't tell me I was going to be monologuing. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 successes.
So he strokes his chin and he says, "Interesting. I like the take you put on it. You reinvigorate Shakespeare's words."
I try to. I don't believe anybody can quite do Shakespeare the way I do.
However, I demand complete order from my actors, and you do not seem as one that can follow a script.
Oh, I can follow a script. I can do just about anything you ask me. Just can I do funny? Ha.
What does he have to do to get the
Sad.
plan?
Any cut-rate student can do happy and sad. I want raw passion, emotion. Show me voracious.
Nailed it.
Roll.
There we go. Charisma, expression.
Sure.
1, 2, 3, 3.
Now give me lustful.
Spread your ass cheeks.
Good, now rapacious.
Trying to Blue Steel from Zoolander. You know which one I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright. Now, you are on the street, you are hungry. It has been several days since you've last had a meal. You look left, you look right. The streets are empty. And also you are kitty cat. Go!
You didn't go meow.
I'm too sad to meow.
I need to elevate the people.
I am at once impressed and aroused. I will put you on my callback sheet.
Well, I would expect nothing less.
Next! As you sort of like exit the auditorium, how do you feel about that audition?
I feel like it went pretty well. I feel like I owned the stage. I made the stage mine. So.
You leave, and it's already past sundown at this point.
Okay.
And you're sort of walking through the streets of Paris. Mm-hmm. You smirk a little bit as you see your father's film premiering at one of the cinema.
Yeah.
Premiere.
What do you do now?
I am going to kind of walk along the riverbank, through the river walk, and head towards... How close am I to my destination? I'm
You
staying,
tell me.
Yeah, I'm staying in town, I'm assuming.
What are you going to do after your audition?
Probably grab something to eat. Evidently, I'm a really hungry kitty.
So you walk through the streets a bit. You know this wonderful little cafe that's just still open, and you might be able to reach it if you take a shortcut through one of the nearby alleys. So you sort of duck off the beaten path, and you start making your way through the alley. The lights of the streets you sort of leave behind, and you hear a sound just behind you. As you turn, there's somewhat of a disheveled-looking individual walking with his hands in his pockets, probably as downtrodden as you are, and just seems to be keeping to himself.
I didn't know Bob was in Paris.
What do you do?
I am going to give birth and keep walking.
As you continue walking, you see at the mouth of the alleyway, two other silhouettes just sort of like turn in and begin walking towards you.
Is there another alleyway jettisoning from this alleyway in a perpendicular way?
Absolutely.
Yeah, then I'm going to take that now.
As you begin to cut down the alleyway, you turn and you can feel this steel-like hand grip down on your shoulder, and as you turn, the disheveled-looking individual has caught up to you with lightning speed. And he sort of looks up to you with this strange animalistic glimmer in his eyes. And as he does so, these long fangs protrude from between his lips. And all of a sudden you are thrown down on your back as the three converge upon you. You can feel their hot breath as their fangs break your skin, and as the life energy ebbs out of your body.
God, I hate when that happens.
Your vision starts to go blurry. Ironically, it doesn't hurt. It feels quite good, if violating. One of them raises his lips from your bloody flesh and stares at you with these burning animalistic eyes. And the world fades. You wake up sometime later. You've been unconscious for a number of hours. Your mouth tastes of copper. And you're very hungry.
Where am I? In the same alleyway?
You're in the same alley.
I touch my neck.
You feel like the scrape of dried blood against your skin.
Kind of rub it off.
For some reason, the smell of your blood is a lot stronger. It also doesn't entirely smell like your own, and how you even know that is beyond you. But it smells enticing in a way it never has before.
Gonna lick it.
It's strangely satisfying. It's like a match to your palate. As it touches down on your tongue, it's at once the most delicious meat, the most sumptuous drink, the finest chocolate you've ever tasted, and it has never tasted like this before. At this point, I would like you to roll a self-control check for me, please. And you are limited to one die.
Why?
Because you have 1 point in your blood pool right now.
Yep. I got 3.
3. Well, we know what happens on a 3, don't we?
We frenzy.
Your pace begins to quicken. Before you know it, the bricks of the alleyway are whizzing past you.
Mm-hmm.
You're not even sure where you're going, but something inside you does. Your step quickens even faster. You'd swear you'd almost drop to all fours as you're loping forward. You turn the corner again and again from one point of darkness to the other until finally the alleys open up into the streets. You hear the clicking footsteps of a passerby, and without even thinking about it, you turn towards them. You lock eyes for a moment with this very startled woman who's regarding your face with a mixture of confusion and horror. You begin to lurch forward. She turns to run, but she's not quite fast enough as you latch a hand down on her. And the world comes to again, and you're standing over her corpse. But you don't feel hungry anymore.
Do I?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Do I feel bad remorse over her body? I think I would.
I think it's up to you.
I think I would be pretty shaken up about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would probably try to pull the body into the alleyway because I don't want to be caught killing this woman. So I'm trying to find a way to hide her as quickly as possible.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Give me we'll say manipulation stealth.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Alright, so you sort of like take her into the alleyway, and you sort of, you push off these just pangs of heavy regret and remorse as you're essentially forced to cover this woman in garbage and just sort of leave her there. And, you know, it's kind of ironic. A dark smile would almost come to your face if your father knew what you had become, for you are truly the son of the Nosferatu at this point.
Yes, yeah.
How do you, what goes through your mind right now? You can no longer go to daytime auditions. Your chances of making it to the big time, you probably won't even get to go to that callback. What are you feeling right now? You've just taken your first life.
I am really, really upset. I'm probably freaking out quite a bit.
You roleplay it so well.
I
am freaking out a lot.
I would probably
She'll be kidding.
not start like wailing through the streets, but meandering helplessly through alleys until I figure out what's going on and what I should do. Eventually, I'd probably try to make it back home.
You make it back home. The sky has turned a light blue, and the sun is almost just barely cresting the horizon. You feel so tired, and you don't know why.
I'd probably stay fighting the tiredness to try to catch a glimpse of the sun.
Roll willpower for me.
Yep. Roll it.
Mm-hmm.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
You really want to see that sun.
I really want to see the sun.
So you're
I'm probably at this point, if I've started putting 2 and 2 together, contemplating whether or not I could actually continue surviving.
So you just sort of like stare hopefully at the window.
Yeah.
As the blue gives way to orange, and the sun begins to crest, and as the barest ray peeks through your window, you shriek and you duck down low to the ground.
I'd probably try to do the whole hand out into the one beam.
It scalds you like fire. You pull your hand back and it's smoking, and there's clumps of ash just like tumbling to the ground.
I would probably at that point go into frenzied sleep, where I would let the tiredness take over me, but be completely just out of control with the fact that I'm a vampire at this point.
You wake up the next night. The frenzy has subsided.
The hunger is back.
No, you took quite a bit of blood from that woman. But you start thinking about the fact that you'll need to do it again. The fact that one day you will be hungry, you will feel like that. You start thinking about everything that's behind you now, the auditions, the dream. And then an idea peeks into your head. There's a city, a new city. It goes for all hours of the night.
Mm-hmm.
Never closes its eyes, and it's a breeding ground for people like you. Maybe not people like you, but people with your dreams. And if there's anywhere you can make it, it's Los Angeles.
It does sound like a good idea. Glad I thought of it.
You start packing your bags. As you leave to head to the nearest train station, you spare one last glance at the alley that you left the woman buried beneath the trash. They still haven't found her. You turn, and you prepare to leave Paris and Europe behind.
Yay! Another child. Okay.
We have that recorded now.